Now, I must say though that if a person has over time given them permission through various ways, like for example, let's talk about demons, for example, right? Demons are always trying to, they're dark, malevolent energies who are trying to destroy our spiritual integrity. Okay, and that's either by leading us into spiritually dangerous things like pornography, drugs, black magic, manipulating others, hurting animals, hurting other people, being a mean person. They're trying to destroy our spiritual integrity, and even kill a person and basically take their soul into slavery for a time after death. I've heard many cases of that, okay? Now, that only happens after, like, let's say 10 steps of weakening. So you could take a perfectly healthy, spiritually balanced person. A demon might not be able to do anything to him, except for the smallest little thing, like maybe telepathically project a thought of, I don't know, drinking more beer, drinking more alcohol, because it's fun. It's fun. Just do it. Drink more wine, right? So the person gives into that. Okay, now they start drinking more wine, and then the demon might project the next thing. Okay, well, let's try hard liquor, right? So after a series of steps, each time the person is petitioned to take one more step, and then eventually they could become a hardcore alcoholic. And at that point, maybe they lose their job. Now they have no money, but they still need alcohol, so they start stealing, and then eventually they start getting involved in drugs, and they just go this downward dark path until eventually they take something like hardcore, like methamphetamine or something, and they have a heart attack and they die. And that was ultimately induced by the demon that started out with this initial temptation of, okay, let's have more alcohol because it's fun. And so that is a case of a demon killing a person, but not directly, not in one step, but through a series of steps, right? So that is the type of protection that you and I have, which is that most of what these things try to do to us is a series of steps. And if we can catch it early on, if we can be mindful, if we practice spiritual hygiene and just try to stay level and healthy and so on, then we never get to step 10, where they can do full on death and the soul of taking your soul forever, that sort of thing. Well, not forever, but just like for a period of time after death. Yeah. So as long as we're just aware of the initial steps, we can stay clear of most of these dangers. And that's why these forces don't actually have as much power as they try to make us believe they do. Which brings up one more point, which is that these forces also use psychological bluffing techniques where they try to make themselves appear more powerful than they actually are. Okay. So I've known cases of people that were directly spoken to by negative beings, whether it's demons or certain aliens. And these beings are always like, something like, we are the ones who created the universe and we created you and you have no power. We control every part of you and you're just our puppet. Okay. Now that's not, that's only like 25% true. It's 25% true because they do have a lot of control over humanity, but it's only because humanity gives them the power in the first place. And as soon as humanity wakes up and takes away that power, then they no longer have that power. So they don't have the power intrinsically. They just have the power as to the degree that we give it to them, But in getting us to believe that they have all this power, by us giving up and thinking, okay, well, if I'm nothing but a puppet or a slave, I guess I can't do anything. I just give in. That word, I give in, is a form of permission that gives them that power. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy that they try to start up, try to get you to believe that you're powerless. And then once you start acting like you're powerless, then you're giving them permission to have that level of power over you. But it's all a mind game. It's all psychological, because as soon as you put your foot down, as soon as you step back from them, they start fading away from your life. So that's what it comes down to.